and Scott Salmon, president of Simmons Pet Foods Division, is on the line with us to say a few words. Scott?
Hey, thank you, Mike. And thank you to everyone for the opportunity to share a little bit about Simmons. First of all, we are extremely excited about the opportunity to call Dubuque home. We did go through a nationwide search for locations. We came down to 3 possibilities for our company. And we would say a few things. You know, when you're picking a location for a business like this, you're looking at the quality of the workforce. You're looking at the geographic location and how to serve your customers. You're certainly looking at the structure, but more than anything, you're looking for a partnership. And when I compare, or we compare, the experience we had interacting with Rick and his team, Mike, who obviously just spoke on our behalf to some degree, and the entire city of Dubuque, whether it was the water recovery and resource team or any of the utility partners, just really, really impressed with the work that you all have done the past 4 or 5 years. But we're even more excited about where we think Dubuque is going in the future. So we hope to be partners and certainly would look for your support, and we're excited about where this can take our partnership. I would like to just share a few things about Simmons, if you don't mind giving us just a moment. So a little bit about Simmons. First and foremost, we are a family business. We're a privately held company, 3rd generation. So if you look on the right, Mark Simmons, our chairman, 2nd generation. His father started the company. The company is now run by Todd Simmons, and his sister Sarah Simmons is the co-vice chair of the company. So we essentially have 3 owners. Today, we are a just over $2 billion company that focuses in 3 general areas. But before I get into that, I would just say a little bit about Simmons, because what we think separates us from our competition is certainly our mission and our values. First of all, our mission is we are all about food, food for families, food for pets, and creating quality food. And you're going to get to see in a moment. It's highly likely that you've enjoyed some of our food. You may not have known it, though. From a value standpoint, we do put people first. And I would say our actions are demonstrated every day that we believe in that, we support that, and they're just not words on a paper. If you talk to our employees, I'm confident they would also tell you that Simmons puts people first. The picture off to the right is our founder, Mr. Bill Simmons. This was a picture that was featured in Life magazine in 1963. They did a story on the poultry industry. So I mentioned earlier, we have 3 companies. We have a poultry company, we have an animal nutrition business, and the one we're talking about today is our pet food business, which I lead. Our poultry business, which I'll get into a bit of detail, but essentially we process close to 4 million chicken a week. When we process chicken, about 55% of the chicken goes to human consumption. What's left over, we do use as a company because we don't want any waste. We use that to create ingredients that are then sold to a wide variety of pet food companies. We do business with the majority of the top 10 pet food companies, including our 3rd business, which is pet food. So we have a lot of vertical integration from the standpoint of raising the chicken, processing the chicken. What's not used for human consumption, we make into ingredients, and then we buy from our animal nutrition business. So this gives a little bit about our footprint. We have over 8,000 employees, again, 3rd generation. This map shows you we're primarily in Arkansas, a little bit in Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, to the east in Delaware and Pennsylvania. And then we have a pet food plant in Toronto as well. And of course, as we've noted on the map, hoping to call Dubuque home in the near future. Poultry, I talked about the size of that business is essentially just over 4,000 employees, vertically integrated, meaning we raise the chicken, we process the chicken, we sell the chicken. And we have a food service focus for the most part. So as an example, if I shared with you, these are the customers where we sell products. So in this case, we are not the sole supplier to any one of these customers, but there's a really good chance that if you've been into a Taco Bell or Chick-fil-A, you have likely enjoyed Simmons product. So our animal nutrition business, which is again the part of the business where we take chicken and turn it into ingredients for pet foods. They are located across the U.S. in Missouri, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Siloam Springs as well. So these first two businesses, both the poultry and the animal nutrition, really don't play a role in what we're talking about for Dubuque. But what does is our pet food business. And this is a business that we are extremely excited about. It is a high growth business for us. So we are expanding, we're adding jobs, we're adding locations. We are the largest co-manufacturer and private label pet food company in the United States. So essentially what that means is we make products again for 7 of the top 10 pet food companies. We also make product for retailers. So if you were to walk into a Walmart, a Hy-Vee, other retailers, their branded product we make for them in many cases. Not all of it, but a large portion of it. Today, we have the facilities I mentioned before in Toronto, Streetsville, Ontario. We employ just over 1,200 people in Emporia, Kansas. We also make dry pet food in Decatur, Arkansas, and we make pet treats here in Siloam Springs, Arkansas. And would love to, again, move forward with you in a partnership in Dubuque, Iowa. So that is a really brief overview of our company, but I certainly would be open to answer any questions if this is the appropriate time. But again, thank you for your consideration. We look forward to working with you in the future.